What's going on, everybody? It's the Big E, leader, founder of Curse. I am here today to bring you a quick little update video, and then we're going to list off the recruitment challenge results. So stick around for that. We did a little twist to it too, as well. So just stick around for that. I just wanted to first off say, thanks for all the support lately and everything, and all the support on Disfigure. And I just want to let you guys know, Disfigure 2 already looking crazy. These kids have been hitting bangers out the ass. I mean, quads and 5-man on screens on games that are pretty hard to accomplish. Quad headshot feeds on games and guns that are pretty hard to accomplish. So you guys are in for another fucking treat, that's for sure. And then I got another treat for you. We should be having recreated the Curse 9 out this week. We're also bringing out a team tallish called Stimulus next week. It was supposed to be our 10K special, but as you know, Disfigured kind of blew Curse up a little bit. Got it like 2K subs almost in a matter of a couple weeks. So we just made a huge Infinity Ward team touch. It's called Stimulus. Very up to standards. It was actually pretty shocking what these guys hit, in just a couple short weeks on games like MW2, MW3, and COD 4. There's not too much to say about it. It's going to be fucking nuts. The editing is amazing. The trailer should be out this week, and then the team tie should be out by next Friday. Let's hope. Moving on from that, I don't know if you've heard the rumors yet or anything, or seen anything on Twitter, but I want to explain something about the image or music now style going on with Curse. First and foremost, for our fans that are like the quote-unquote hardcore community only type fans, we're still going to be completely uploading hardcore stuff and rock and metal and alternative rock. But for a while now, I've been asked by a lot of members, and they've been members for a long time in Curse, and they basically, when they started out in Curse, they were just more rocker type guys, and they knew that we were allowed using that. So they wanted to be in a team with their friends who are like more hardcore type people and everything. And now time comes along, and they like things like rap and stuff, that music, and they want to use it. And you know what? It's come to a point where I'm gonna stop making it such a rule to where we're only hardcore rock. You know what I mean? We're gonna stay. It's not like tomorrow we're gonna wake up and everything's gonna be like fucking SoaR or SB or those teams where everything's gonna be rap and dubstep. It's not how it's gonna be whatsoever. I'm just simply saying, from here on out, the members can use whatever the fuck they want in their uploads. Most of the roster, they're all into metal and hardcore and rock and stuff like that, but there are a few members that they preferably like all kinds of music and would like to have like rap and stuff to their uploads. And you know what, I think it's hypocritical of us to people that are into music like metal and hardcore music and deathcore and metalcore and things like that. We get mad when people tell us in videos like this is crap music and shit, and we get mad at teams for saying that we can't use that music. But we're not letting these people use their music on our channel, and I just find it hypocritical. And to be honest, I don't really want to associate Curse anymore in the hardcore community, just being a hardcore only, because I feel like it's a dead end. I feel like with a lot of arrogance lately and a lot of shit talking that it's just not getting anywhere with that. So I want to expand Curse's horizon. As a leader, I think this is good. I know some subs are gonna the die hard like, oh fuck you, this is hardcore only. We're gonna lose some of them, and you know what? I think if they aren't here to appreciate the clips that these underrated snipers are getting, that they're here just solely for the music, then they shouldn't be here anyways. There's plenty of channels solely for great music, Terror Tracks, Space Universal or something like that, Beheading the Traitor. I mean, there's so many good channels that you could just go to for the music. So, we're here to be snipers and let these members and our friends do what they want, make their Call of Duty videos, and I'm going to start allowing that. Like I said, we're not going to turn into some big, pop mainstream to where I'm not going to allow these guys to use hardcore music, and it's just whatever people want to use anymore in fucking Curse, I don't care. I'm not here to portray this big hard-ass image of hardcore only anymore. It's pointless. This is a Call of Duty team, and I'm going to let these players do what the fuck they want. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, I hope you guys stick around for everything out of that. All team Tages will still be rock and hardcore influenced and everything, because that's that's my preferred taste as a leader. That's what I plan for team Tages. That's what I think team Tages mix well with is epic music, rock music, hardcore music. So moving on from that, let's get down to the recruitment challenge results. Now here's the deal: we tried to pick a top 20. And I ended up ultimately picking a top 18 people from the whole entire recruitment challenge. And then out of that, we recruited 10 people out of the top 18. Stick around, because I'm going to name off the 10 winners, and then I'm going to name off the 8 guys who didn't get in. And, if they stick around, the reason, I kept those guys on the side is because those guys are going to be looked at for future recruit. If that makes sense. It's not like they're never going to get in. It's just, and it's not like they're going to have to do another private RC. If we lose a member, or feel like recruiting anybody or something, I'll just go to their channel and see how they've been doing, if they've been staying active, and if they have been, we'll just fucking recruit them. So let's go ahead and start naming off the winners. First, no order reference at all. They're going to pop up on the screen here, and they're just in a list, and I'm just listing down. It doesn't go from importance to whatever. Winners are Zilla, which was Exhilarated, Mills, DSPR, which DSPR are brothers. They are brothers. Both sick players, amazing. And one's going to have the Curse DSPR, and one will have the X DSPR gamer tag. So, but they're all rostered as one person and got one channel. They're not editors. They're not like little agonies or anything. So we got Zilla, Mills, DSPR, QK, which was, what was his name? I can't remember what his name was. But, well, QK, look them up on the roster. These guys are all going to be rostered and everything. Most part they are. Some of them still need to contact me. CZ, Hades, Rams, Wiggy, ZTMX, and Trapper. I want to take this time real quick. Let me take a drink. I want to explain to you guys like the process of what I looked for in the recruitment. Well, first and foremost, the process was I sat down, I went through the recruitment challenges. First off, I didn't look at any videos that were like one single clips or a couple clips. There's no point. I'm looking for people that do episodes. I'm looking for episode recruits. I feel like the episode guys are the ones that hit the bangers eventually. I'm not a big guy on recruiting people that just hit like a 6 on screen and use it for a team Taj, and then what do? Nothing. I'm looking for the guys that are consistent. Not only consistent, that doesn't mean that I was only looking at the guys with the longest videos and stuff. I was looking at the guys that were consistent, were fast snipers, were mid-map guys that really didn't spawn trap too much. And, I'm not saying none of these guys had any didn't have any spawn trap in their recruitment challenges. I'm just saying the guys I picked, for the top 18, I narrowed it down to the ones that were fast, sniping, mid-game, didn't spawn trap, different maps, different guns, different attachments, different games, especially MW2, MW3. I looked at a lot of MW2 players this time. We actually recruited 2, and just simple as that's that's it. I think it's obvious why I was looking for those. And then ultimately, after I picked the top 18, I had a group of kind of the higher ups of Curse, the kind of OG snipers coming in and help me pick the some like top 8 or so. And then to pick the final couple, we brought the whole Curse team into it. So everybody in Curse was involved with recruiting. This wasn't just me by myself as a leader saying these are the people, recruit them. Everybody took involvement in recruiting the new members of Curse. I think we did a great job. We recruited 10 people. Very happy about that. Now I want to move on to the 8 finalists that still did an amazing job that we kept our eye on, and we're gonna keep going on Curse. Keep active on Curse and keep active on your channel, because there could be, I mean, next week or month, where we just want to pick somebody up. These are the guys in line. Cry, X-Lurkin, RL, Pin, Squabbers, XRH, Pure, Ready, and CP. Now, it literally, like, I'm not saying that any of these guys, the top 10 that got recruited were any amazingly better than these guys. We just, as a team, picked those top 10, and like I said, those 8 that I just named off, make sure you stick around, make sure you stay active, because you guys are great snipers. I mean, even if you can't get a place in Curse right now, you need to keep going and get into other bigger teams. I feel like you guys completely can. And like I said, if you're still interested in Curse, just stick around, be active with us and everything, because we'll definitely be looking at you guys for future recruitment. Like, definitely, we're not going to just let you guys get thrown to the side. You guys did an amazing recruitment challenge. So, yeah, guys, hope this wasn't long enough. I'm sorry, I kind of like tricked you guys into having to watch, I feel like sometimes people don't watch updates and they get pissy when something happens and they're like, I never heard of this. And I said, well, I made an update video, and I felt like people, if I didn't put recruitment challenge results in the description or in the video till time came, I felt like then people would actually watch the full fucking video and see the updates. And the updates are really important, just because I didn't want to get the wrong impression that people think that we're like going to only like hip hop and D&B and shit. It's just as simple as this. Some members have multiple tastes in music, as do I. Some people feel like it's getting old being one of those, being an aggressive person and just saying we're hardcore only, and they want to use other music. And I think it's about time that I allow that. I think it's about time that we just let everybody do what the fuck they want and use what the fuck they want towards their editing and all that stuff. So we're gonna do that. So I hope you guys understand. Hope you guys enjoyed the recruitment challenge. Hope you guys stay active and everything. A bunch of team Tages coming. 20K IRL. From the members. So let's keep it going and see where we can get Curse going. Sorry for the long recruitment challenge result, but we had to talk about a lot. That's about all I got here. It's the Big E, over and out, motherfuckers.